And again, I had read this before. I saw some TikToks, but it was mostly how he treated the male lead during the period of time in his first life. So I didn't see anything about him being the actual antagonist, that's the White Moonlight. Just reading this, I could tell that he was a Black Lotus. I just could tell that his personality was fake. One, you get a hint from the get-go when the Heavenly Darling tells the main character that the male lead learned to cook for him. Like, that's a hint. And then just the way he speaks to the main character makes it sound like he's trying to make the male lead look bad to the main character. Like, those acts the Black Lotuses do, they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean it. Like, he puts on an act, like a whole act. And then it made me so furious when he says that he cooked it. Like, okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Because later, it says that after, supposedly the White Moonlight dies, because later I found out that he wasn't actually dead, that he just ran off and faked his death, or he could have died. I probably saw a wrong spoiler, but later I did find that. But supposedly after he dies, the male lead made something for the main character to eat, and the main character threw a hissy fit accusing the male lead of trying to get on his good side after he let the White Moonlight, who used to cook for him all the time, die, and now he's trying to steal that one thing he has left of the White Moonlight. And I'm just sitting there going, are you sure? Like, the first time I read this, I was like, are you sure it was your White Moonlight, or it wasn't the main character, the male lead? Are you sure it wasn't the male lead who had been cooking for you, and the White Moonlight was just taking the credit for it? Are you sure? And then later, but yeah, this scene made me a little furious. Like, this was the scene where I was like, very suspicious of the White Moonlight the first time I read it. I was like, he kind of sounding like a Black Lotus, or am I wrong? He could have just been a very kind person, and I'm misunderstanding. But I've read so many stories with Black Lotuses, and White Moonlights being Black Lotuses, I could not trust him. And then I saw TikToks where he was the antagonist, and I'm like, oh, I was right.